I'm gonna throw out the third question. If you guys have anything to add on to it, you can. If you don't, well, you don't have to. But so for the third question, what is one thing you wish you could change this time about the school system? Well, obviously, in regards to college, university. Anybody?
Oh Lord, you threw us a loaded question.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
All terrorists.
do you? Oh,
I was gonna get my damn statement across. Censor me.
just so you know, that's not this whole thing right here. God.
No, you're not.
What do you mean? We put work in this.
I'm not repeating my question.
What if I put it? Okay, not the
No,
question.
no, you're
just
not.
the
Shut up. No, you're not.
Shut up.
Just put a giant beep.
Oh my God. Okay.
Go ahead.
No.
Talk, Jesus.
Well, back to that loaded question. What would I do to change in college? Or what was it again?
See, you distracted the boy. What is one thing you wish you could change this time about college? Not you, but the
College in
system
general?
itself. Yeah.
General?
The price tag.
No, I mean, the price tag is always going to be the thing. But I think
It's a business.
the biggest thing is cut, like you mentioned it, sir. Cut out all the unnecessary
Yup.
crap
Yes.
that they put in there
Yes.
just to inflate the price tag.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, you do not need half that bullshit that's been offered in there.
Yeah.
I do not need to be learning about speech if I'm going to be behind a computer all day working on entering data entry and only talking to like 3 or 4 people. Come on, that's some notable.
Or taking math or science for psychology, criminal justice. I know how to add, motherfucker.
I don't, and I still don't want to take it.
I never do math would get y'all so impassioned.
I
to the
honestly
point-
prefer math over science.
to the point where I'm gonna have to censor all of that.
Look, math is just mental abuse to humans. That's why it's called math.
Fair
Come
enough.
on.
I mean, or even this, the fact that they're hunting us down and they're mad if we even use any AI software for helping at, with writing. But at the end of the day, I was like, it's very hypocritical because the person told me, oh, that's considered cheating. I was like, no, that's just working smart. Like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, the major I'm in is for accounting. I'm going to be just doing data entry. I'm going to be working with AI software 24/7.
That's true.
And then I read some of his stuff that's on his computer, and I told him, I'm like, that's AI software. I can see it because it's something you can recognize right away nowadays. I'm like, so how is it fair that you guys can use AI software, but I can't use AI? Oh, because you need to learn it. I'm like, why? We're living in a day and age where you don't need to learn anything. You could just pull it up, and you'll know it.
You know what? I'll say this. On my end, I think what needs to change in college is I think we said it where it's just they put that emphasis where the moment you graduate, there's gonna be that dream job at the end of it, at the end of the rainbow and all that stuff. But I've seen people put like years and years and years into school, and then they get through all that, and they still what, dude? If there's such a thing as being overqualified, then that tells me it's a problem where someone can literally do all those years of school and then they're just like, oh, well, you're too overqualified to do the position that they said they went out to school to try to go and get. It's like, my thing is they need to also learn how to just teach people to pick up a trade, because they literally, college sometimes borderline disrespects people who they just want to pick up a trade, just like something that they can kind of do to just like you said, Omar, just get some cash and kind of survive and stuff. And sometimes college looks down on people that do that's not a real thing. You should go to school. You're wasting your time. It's like, even if that's the case, how is that any different from university? And you got to remember, my brother, he told me there's people that go to college for different things. And then there's some people that they're sent there because their parents don't know what to do with them. He had a roommate who did nothing but kind of just, play his video game and just drink and do nothing all day. It just in the dorm the whole time. And then he even talked to him, was like, why are you going to school for? He's like, dude, I'm not really in school for anything. My parents just don't care. So it's like, maybe
he sounds like a drunk version of Mikey.
It's like maybe,
Or a certain person that we know.
Hey, come on.
but it's like maybe
Cowabunga, dude.
Jesus is going to cut this.
Well,
Hey, you, Jesus. I swear to God.
but it's like, I feel like school, like, you know, they should also have that just ability to offer people to learn how to just pick up a trade, where it's like, even if they don't get that degree or something, it's still, they can get something to work with on their own. Like, I know that a lot of people was talking about coding. Like, that is something that, you know, they can get people to kind of do, because coding is kind of moving mainstream now and people want to really learn how to do it. And you shouldn't have to go to school, like Omar said, to do this stuff. You can just, you know, pick up a little class and they can kind of teach you what you need to, without having to like empty your pockets and decide whether you want to, like, you know, go to school or pay rent. It's crazy.
I think the one thing that I would change is not necessarily, I don't know whether this would tie into college itself, right? But the importance of the diploma to employers. Why are you holding these, like, you know, you have like some of these jobs, right, that are like, oh, this is a beginner's, you know, like type of position or whatever, you know, like a job that doesn't need that much experience or whatever, you know, or you're just doing like data entry or like simple stuff like that. And it's like, oh, you need a 4-year bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That makes no sense.
Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, there are certain jobs where, let's face it, the bachelor's degree or these diplomas in general are worthless. Like, they don't mean anything other than like, oh, they have a bachelor's degree. Look how fancy.
And Jesus, keep in mind, like, there be people, there's like probably a whole list of people like on Indeed.com that lie about these quote unquote degrees solely just to lock in the job. Like, they do be in fact qualified. They just, like you said, don't have that degree requirement, and the job will slam the door on their face. And that's so stupid.
Right.
It's crazy.
So for me, I think mine's, it's not really what I wish I could change, because I don't think it ever will happen. It's more like wishful thinking. I really wish that college and university was a little bit more affordable, whether it's through financial aid and just the qualifications, as well as student loans, anything like that. Because unfortunately, people think that just through scholarships, you're going to be able to get through paying $20,000 per semester. And I've met so many people who, till this day, after 10 years of graduating, you know, getting the degree and everything, they're still paying off, you know, them loans with interests, you know. So I really wish that would change and it wasn't such a business thing, for us to be educated and, you know, prepare us for a better future and careers. I really wish it was more affordable and more available. So that's
You know what they also need to do? Like, before you pause it, Jesus, like, what they also need to do is also, the fact that they will take away financial aid and stuff solely because, you know, the grades might not be there. Now, I get it if it's like a student that just purposely isn't trying, but they got financial aid, that'll be totally different. But then they don't really extend grace to, like, you know, sometimes some students, like, they be okay, and then up to one class, something goes wrong. Because that's what happened to a friend of mine where, you know, she was passing everything except, like, I think 2 classes in her roster where she, like, kind of fell below standard, and they just took her whole financial aid away. And then she had to jump through loops to get it back. Like, that's ridiculous. It's like, I mean, school's not going to go perfect. I'm sorry, but ain't, you know, unless you're really one of those just book savvy all the time study, no, because I wasn't like that, and none of y'all were like that. And so it's like, you know, it's just like they want a perfect person to just go in school and just stay steady focused on school. It's like, you're not going to do that. Especially if you're like a first year, you're not going to do that. You're going to be too intoxicated with the freedom of no parents. No one can tell you what to do. So it is going to have a little bit of like some slack, but you will find your way. They shouldn't just take financial aid though because of it.
All right, final question.
Thank you.
So the final question. What is one thing you would take away from your experience? You better not censor any of this. I'm not repeating myself, goddammit. What is one thing you can take away from your experience, and one thing you're grateful about? Don't look at me. I'm not repeating my question. It is 9:00. I am tired.
I think one thing I could take away from my
thought he was
experience
gonna make
so
some
far
excuse.
Is that got your belt?
Be grateful for that in your mouth. No farting with your throat, Omar.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was it?
Go, Jesus. Just say your answer, dude.
Just talk through the. Come on. Dude.
Look up. Y'all are for that.
Me? What do you mean, me?
I didn't do this.
That was all mine.
All your bitches.
I'm not the one with
hate
the in my mouth.
I hate all of you.
That's what you get for trying to censor us.
Oh, go yourself.
No, go. No. Wait till this camera's off.
What? Okay.
Get the belt though.
Answer the question, Jesus.
Yeah, get the out of your mouth and answer the goddamn question.
Yeah, that big old.
What? Okay.
You're gonna do bleep a lot of this. And don't take it out of this out, right? You
Yeah,
bleep it.
bleep my mother.
You bleep.
Okay, why are we just committing suicide on our channel?
This is what happens when we record so late.
It's gonna be a big beep.
I better hear a huge ass beep and no censoring.
That is the censor.
Shut the up, hurry up.
This isn't Twitter 2020.
X. It's not Twitter. X.
Okay.
It was Twitter.
The one thing I could take away from
Oh yeah, we
college
forgot what
experience-
the fuck we were talking about.
The one thing I could take away from the college experience that I've had so far is that to not be too hard on myself and to also try to
I gotta grow up more.
You people are ridiculous.
I hear you snickering. Bitch.
That's just word of the day, bitch. Fucking sound like a 12-year-old that just learned the goddamn
Fucking
word.
not aggressive too.
Yeah, very masculine, bitch. Fucking twist your nipple right now.
Fuck you. Listen.
Answer the question. Goddamn.
Oh,
That clock, bro. It's in your mouth, bro.
Goodness.
okay.
Okay, that was you. Ain't nobody say shit now.
So yeah, no, just
Real
to be-
professionalism.
to
up
be
in
more
here.
time efficient and to not be too or rather to be more kind to myself in those moments of I'm feeling stressed and I need to like step away. So what are you laughing about?
You know what I'm laughing about. You're just writing this stuff for yourself.
It sounded like you said.
I said kind.
Like, I thought you were gonna say. I'm trying to not be so cocky.
Yeah, I'm trying to not be so cocky. I need to stop being arrogant. Clearly, it's not helping me.
That cock is just getting in the way, bro.
My cock is getting in the way.
The one in your mouth.
No. Leave me alone.
Jesus Christ.
How much of this do I edit out?
None of it.
this.
Oh lord.
Some of it.
None.
Nothing.
Don't give him no power because he's gonna fucking edit out everything. It's gonna be a 1-minute video. Hey guys, welcome back to it. Bye. That's all you're gonna fucking hear because this asshole's gonna take out everything.
Okay, so now the question goes on to the rest of you.
You didn't finish.
I finished.
I think he finished.
I finished. I finished enough.
Oh, I guess he finished. right?
Okay.
Well, he did say you have to be kind to himself.
Very climatic.
Listen,
Yeah, you-
I came. I finished.
Okay.
Oh my
Chief.
god.
And then you got your legs open my direction, you hoe.
Shut up, bitch.
like,
Bitch. Oh gosh. He's obsessed with the word.
Lord.
All right, who's next?
Wait, what was the question?
Oh my.
What's one
Grateful
thing you
thing.
would take? Yeah. What you take away? What's one thing you take away from your college life, or one thing that you're grateful for?
One thing that I'm grateful for that actually make me more independent, where now I do a lot of things on my own. I manage my finances on my own. I became more independent simply because, fuck, man, I had to survive when I was out there in college. I literally had to learn how to communicate with different cultures and get my shit out there because, it was a good month I lasted being hungry. It was just how it was. I didn't have no cocks in my mouth, that was an indirect. Anyways, so yeah, I think
Indirect. That was a direct towards him. You looked right at him.
that was basically it. I had to grow up. I had to become independent, and I really appreciate that from my actual first time going to college. Not right now. Right now, I'm just an asshole to the professors.
Lovely. Ian, arm wrestle. You or me first.
All right, ready?
Go.
Go.
All right, I go first.
I want you guys to know that they can't see any of this.
Yeah, we can't see you either. What's their excuse?
Yeah, we played Goldfish before over the phone. And
Don't
we won.
get started because somebody.
All right, let's.
All right. For me, the thing that I take away is that I figured out that school is not for me. Now, yes, ironically, I do want to eventually go back, but I realized that the way I went about it the first time, not just about the whole thing that I talked about earlier about advocating for myself, but the style that I learned. I don't know. I was diagnosed. We joked around here and there before about me having ADD, but I actually was diagnosed with it back in 2021. But I feel I've had it since I was like, I don't know, first grade. So I have to learn. I had to learn in a different way to be able to pay attention to whatever the hell the professors are talking about. I do prefer more one-on-one type of teaching. So, but unfortunately, unless I pay a tutor, that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. But just that I need a different style than the classroom teaching, because that's where I kind of lose focus. No matter, even if the topic is interesting and the professor is great, I like in the classroom setting is just not good for me because I just get distracted and I just start like thinking about 1,000 different things, and of those 1,000 things, not one of them is about the topic that we're talking about. So that's what I take away. Ian?
My takeaway from college is just I was glad that it does provide a fresh start because, you know, I think high school, depending on what student you were in it, I mean, mine was okay. There was definitely some parts that could have been like a little bit better, I'll admit. But college does serve as a just kind of clean slate. You know, you're going to a new environment. Nobody really knows you. And to be honest, some of them really don't even care to know you. And it does kind of help keep that kind of stress down where it's just, you know, in high school, you got those pressures of, you know, do I fit in? Will I stand out? You know, all that stuff that kind of distracts you from trying to just not only just get stuff done, but just kind of being fully functional as a person. But in college, that like Omar said, there is a sense of independence, and that does go into that whole just, you know, you can do what you want, you know, whether you want to be the student that, you know, is actively going to class, doing your stuff, you can do that. If you want to be an asshat and, you know, waste your money, do nothing, have fun, I mean, that is the option because, I mean, college, people go there for different reasons. So it does provide a fresh start for those that need it. I mean, I think it was definitely beneficial for me because, like my first round in college, I left Chicago. So I was just in a whole different environment that was totally different. And I honestly don't regret it. Like, you know, I just kind of needed to learn how to do stuff on my own in a whole different demographic. And, you know, then when I came back later to Chicago to kind of finish things up, or I guess restart, you know, I did kind of have a sense of maturity that I didn't have when I did college the first time. So I don't know. That's the thing I'm grateful for.
So guys, we are at the end of our episode, wrapping thoughts. I'll go first. If you guys want to add on anything, you can. For me, for anybody who's barely starting college or is in college at the moment or wants to go back eventually, I believe that college, just like anything in life, is very, very, very beneficial. However, that doesn't mean that everybody out here wants the best for you or knows what's best for you. And you might not know yourself yet. It's a personal internal journey that you have to take. There is no getting around it, but my advice is never put that control onto anybody's hands, because then you're going to end up regretting it. You're going to end up in debt. You're going to end up feeling stupid. Your degree is not going to help you in anything, you know. So know what you want, know what you're doing, and know what direction you're taking and who you're turning to. And yeah, I mean, it's not the end all be all like a lot of people try to make it out to be. You can still be successful without college, but it is, in my opinion, a very beneficial resource. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content we've been putting out, and hopefully you guys will continue on joining us for our next episode in December. we will be on to our next topics. But for now, we're not gonna be talking to you guys. But you know what I mean. Happy Thanksgiving to all those who celebrate, and hopefully everyone's staying safe.
What about Yom Kippur?
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Isn't that
That's not the time to be talking about the.
Oh shoot! Right.
But yeah, hopefully everyone stays safe. Everybody stay safe worldwide, man. Seriously, peace. Hopefully can come to a lot of these places. And yeah, everybody stay safe. Thank you guys. Subscribe, like, share, and join us next time. Thank you.
Yeah, I love you.
Adios.
Bye.